I don't do a lot of assignments when we wholesale stuff. We basically take everything down. We buy all of our deals. When I first got my license, I just got my license to help with the investment side of the business, to list my own properties, have MLS access or whatever. And I got my license and I was with Keller Williams for like 2 weeks. And I was trying to leave corporate America, and Keller Williams was just way too like corporate for me. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want this. Like, this is not my thing. So I left, and then I went and joined I put my license with a guy locally. His name's Keto Johnson. He's an investor, but he had a brokerage. And I was interested in wholesaling at the time, and he was a wholesaling broker. And then Ken, you and I know Ken. Ken was like, "Hey, I'm starting a brokerage. You want to hang your license with me?" I think I was like probably one of the first 5 agents that had their license at Red Barn.
Yeah.
I was like, "Sure, why not?" Just said, as long as you understand, I'm not going to be a producer.
Right.
You just leave me alone and let me do my investment thing.
Yeah.
And of course, when kind of Laura was managing broker, she like had no idea like what I did.
Right.
And she was like, "Is this legal?" It's like, "Yeah, it's perfectly legal. It's fine as long as you do it this way." And she, she was like, "I don't know." So I was like, "Just leave me alone. I'll give you access to my transactions. Just let me do my thing. And then when I have flips, I'll list them, and then I, go through the brokerage." Because Keto is making me run everything through the brokerage, even my wholesale stuff, but that's all in a separate LLC.
Right.
That's not me. That's not Brad as a realtor doing deals. That's Arborview Properties LLC and some of my other entities, those buying as a principal, not as an agent. Now, when I sell, I represent, I act and I do a brokerage agreement and represent my LLC to sell as a listing agent. But when I'm buying the transactions, it's direct to seller. It's me as an owner of the company, or now I have employees. They're W-2 employees of mine, so they don't have to be licensed to buy because they're an employee of the company, and they're buying on behalf of the company. We're a buyer, we're a principal, right?
Yeah.
And we do a little different too, because I don't do a lot of assignments when we wholesale stuff. We basically take everything down. We buy all of our deals.
Yeah.
So, we're the buyer. When we advertise that we are the buyer. We're on the settlement statement, right? A lot of guys are not. So, yeah, so I went there and did that, and then we met and we did a bunch of deals together. And
you were a lifesaver for some. Like, I had some clients that it was tough, like tough price points and just
affordable price points.
Yeah. And so you were a lifesaver. I was thinking about that last night. Just thinking through like the deals that we've done, and I mean a lot of like single parents and that kind of stuff that we're not really going to be able to find a house.
Right.
And I would call you and say, like, "Brad, what do you have? How can you help me?"
Because they need an affordable house, and I would always preface it that like, okay, this house maybe needs a little bit of work, right?
And it'll be an as-is purchase.
It's an as-is
stuff. Yeah.
And we did a lot of deals that way, and that was great. Like, because we would get stuff in our pipeline that didn't there wasn't enough margin in it for me to make money.
Right.
But for someone, first time home buyer or whatever, they don't have to make a profit. They're just looking for an affordable house.
Absolutely.
And obviously we're dealing in that sort of lower, I try to stay in that lower price point, below median price is like kind of where I try to operate. So a lot of these houses were perfect for them,
they were great. In fact, they've all like sold since
and
like moved on to different houses, and one of them's now getting married and just had a baby and like all kinds of stuff. So it's fun to like think back, like, okay, so I helped her get into her very first house with her son, and now she's flourishing in Tennessee, and
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.